Hello everyone, this is Monday, October the 31st, Halloween, and the time is 12:30 p.m. a.m., that'd be midnight, 12:30 p.m., and we have a temperature of 14 degrees Celsius. Well, not boiling hot, but it's okay for a walk. So, here we are in downtown Dartmouth. You can see the town clock right there. I guess that's what they call it. This is a city, but they call it the square, the clock on the square, I guess. That's what it is. Anyways, here's a neat little thing that's been added to this location. You can sit here and take a picture of yourself in this heart. Okay? Would you like to see one? I'll do it. I'll just keep the video going. There you go. There you go. For what that's worth. There we go. All straightened out. All right, let's take a walk. Where will we go? We don't know. We'll go across the street as soon as I get a green light here. We'll walk around, I guess downtown somewhere. This is Halloween, and I've seen a lot of costumes out already today. They're starting early, because I saw witches and all different things walking around here today. It's beginning to be a big deal, Halloween. Used to be like 2 hours at night. Now it's because Halloween is today. They also celebrated Saturday night and late into the night, and today they started early. So it's a big deal, I guess. However, I don't think I'm going to bother too much celebrating Halloween, but for those that do, for those that like it, it's their fun time, I guess. I am on the very beginning of Portland Street in Dartmouth, right here. That's where it starts. Portland Street goes all the way up to Cold Harbor pretty well, but I'm not going to walk that because that's a long walk. All right, but we'll have a look around downtown here, I guess, today. And not a bad day. Some people are out on the patios. I don't find it cold. So my phone says it's 14 degrees, but I got my jacket on, but it's not fastened up, and it don't seem to be cold, so. I'm just thinking, I know I started up this way, but I missed something very important. We got a lot of military vessels in our harbor right now. Maybe I will try to show you some of those before we go anywhere. That wouldn't be a bad idea. We had, I think it might be still here, I'm not sure, one of the world's largest aircraft carrier ships. What do they call it? The SS Gerald Ford or something like that. It was here, the Gerald Ford anyway. And I tried to get a good picture of it, but it was out in the harbor in such a location that I couldn't get close enough to get a real good picture of it. So But we could go down here and just look and see about how many of these warships are down here. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Could feature that. Sure. Why not, right? Looking up Alderney and the other way on Alderney. So let's take a walk down and see what's out in the harbor before we take off from here. All right, let's do the walkway. I always walk down the stairs. Let's do the walkway. This walkway is for people with mobility issues. Either you got a walker and can't get up and down the stairs, or you got a wheelchair or a scooter or any of those things, they can still get up and down by this ramp. Even if the stairs are just too steep for you, you can take your time walking up this way. Yeah, we might get a look at some of those ships out here in the harbor. Maybe. Yeah, I see the big ship is still down there, the aircraft carrier. But I don't think I can get close enough to it to really do it justice. And there are other ones on. Oh, there's Halifax. City of Halifax had one on there, and they had access to get a better picture than I did. I couldn't top that picture, so I didn't bother trying to put my little picture up there when there's other ones that are much better. Even if you got a camera with a good camera with a lens that can zoom way up, you can get a good picture of it. You need a good camera with a strong lens and a tripod so you can hold it steady, but you can get good pictures that way. Wow, this is warm in here today. The park is like really, really super warm for 14 degrees. I don't know how come, but it really is. Well, let's walk over in here and see what's here. I know there were some extra ships came along with the escort. They never send those aircraft carriers out by themselves because they're kind of vulnerable due to the size of them, so there are always some escort ships goes with them. Oh, they moved the ship again. Now it was sticking out in the harbor, and now it's kind of right behind the island down there. Not the small island over there, but the little bit bigger one. There's where the Gerald Ford is, right there. Yeah, let's go out on the dock. We can get a better look. I want to see what's in the harbor for military ships. I know they got a few here. A lot more ships than you normally see in our port. Those three way up there are the frigates they build here. Those aren't part of anything that's here, but and I think that one is a supply ship that belongs here, that one right over there. But all these ones over here could be. There's one there I've never seen before. That's probably an escort ship. And then there's one in there, that probably one. They probably got to fuel them all up here too, because that's probably one of the reasons they came in here. Probably to, I don't know how far they can go. That big ship, I heard it was a nuclear powered ship. It can go forever. It can go, like it can go stay out in the ocean for 6 months and not have to refuel because it's a nuclear powered ship. So I've heard. Can't say firsthand, but I've heard that. Somebody told me. Well, that's about it. Let's see. I see two backed in, one alongside, another one drove in, 4, and there's one over there is 5. And can't count the 3 up there would make it 8, but those are the ones they built here, so those don't count. There's at least 5 Navy ships right here. And I'm sure there's some up there guarding that aircraft carrier because they wouldn't want to just leave it sit there. You never know who might go out there. And so they got to keep an eye on that. Well, that was all I wanted to do. I wanted to come down the harbor and see how many ships was out in here. And then we'll go back out now and walk up. I don't know. Wherever you want to go. You can't tell me, can you? Because this isn't live. So I will take a guess. I will listen for your voice, and I will go where you want me to go. You want me to walk on some streets that you hardly ever see. Okay, I got the message. It just came. Walk on some streets where I hardly ever go. It'll be more entertaining than walking on the same old streets. Cool, I got it. That's what we will do. That right there is a propeller off of a ship. A broken propeller. 2 blades are broken. I think there used to be a sign up here, a plaque or something saying what ship that came off of, but I don't think there is now. I don't think there's anything here to tell you what it came from. Oh wait, now maybe right here. We'll take a look here. I think yes, here it is, right here. The starboard propeller off of the CCGS John A. MacDonald was a Coast Guard icebreaker. And he was assisting a 115,000-ton oil tanker, the SS Manhattan, in her historic crossing of the Northwest Passage in 1969 when this propeller broke. She had broken off 2 propeller blades, as shown here. And that's it. That's the SS MacDonald assisting, the Sir John A. MacDonald assisting the SS Manhattan in her historic crossing of the Northwest Passage. Okay, there we go. Interesting. Well, we'll walk over here. This is quite a mess yet. They're working on this dock because they're going to accommodate new ferry boats that's going to be going into circulation. They're supposed to be electric. There won't be any pollution coming from them, and they're going to be larger to hold more people as they increase areas where the ships will be going. All right. Oh, cute little dog. Oh, I love dogs. Well, let's go back up on the street. We'll take the stairs this time. I need my exercise too. That is the library, the Dartmouth Public Library right there. All right, let's go up the stairs.
See ya.
All right, now we'll go back over on to Portland. Here we go. Let's get across before it changes.
Not right now.
Okay, we passed this street a few minutes ago, but I feel like turning it off just because we're going back over the same spot, so that's all right. It won't hurt anything. We were just part way up here when I had a second thought to go down and have a look at the harbor, see what was there. I'm not sure why the aircraft carrier is here. If it's just something to do because they had nowhere to go, or they were testing things, or, I don't know. Anyway, it's here.
I think they're doing some work down by the water too, probably.
There's a pizza place. He's been here quite a while. Ravenna Pizza. There you go. Help wanted, just like every place. Every store is trying to get some help with their stores, and they can't get enough workers because they don't want to pay you enough. So that's pretty much that. They can't afford to pay more, a lot of them, and people can't afford to work for that because the prices are too high now. Everything costs so much, you got to be making pretty good money if you're going to be able to live. So it's a tough situation for the employers and for the employees. Yeah, well, you have to spend $10 for a tub of margarine. You can't work for $13 an hour because that's just one example of groceries have gone right crazy, way out of reason. It's just hard to believe that they could have gotten where they are now. So how are you gonna, we got our groceries on the weekend. We used to spend $200, $250 sometimes. Our grocery bill was $450. Like, never would have even thought that would be possible, that they spend that much money on groceries. So figure if you're working for minimum wage, $13.50 or something like that an hour, whew, you're not taking home much. That wouldn't even pay the rent, much less buy groceries. Most apartments now are running in the neighborhood of between $1,500 and $2,000. You couldn't even pay the rent on minimum wage, much less buy anything else. So that, I guess, is the number one problem here. The people running the coffee shops and things like that, they used to provide jobs. They can't pay much more because people don't have the same money anymore and they're not going to the coffee shops. It's just like a no-win situation. they've taken all their money to pay the rent, and they haven't got any money left to go to the coffee shop. So coffee shops can't hire too many people. The ones they do hire, they can't pay them much. So that's the situation it is. Well, let's see. I'm on Queen Street right now, heading east on Queen Street. I'm not sure how long I'll stay on it, but for a little while. And after I do this video, I'm gonna go home. And it's such a nice day. We started putting our Christmas lights up outside, and then we didn't have enough time to finish them that day. So I may just get at that when I get home. After I finish doing my video, I'll go maybe finish my Christmas lights before it's time to go pick everybody up from work. Even a car wash costs more than it used to. I took our car to the car wash this morning, tapped my card for $10, and before I could get it rinsed off, it ran out. So I had to tap it again for, the minimum amount is $4. So I had to tap it again for $4 more to rinse it. And there wasn't a lot extra left over even after that. So $14 to wash the car. I used to be able to wash the car for like, before they tapped the cars, like now they got a minimum of $4 instead of $2. But I can remember when it was $2 to wash the car. I could wash the car for $4. I could turn on the soap for the first. I go real quick over it for 30, 45 seconds, switch it over to rinse and get it all rinsed off before I quit. Now it doesn't go very long on a couple of dollars, so that's why they went to $4 minimum, because the $2 wouldn't do anything. Took me $4 to rinse it off. And the other 10 was in wetting it down, scrubbing it. If you got a car like a lot of cars, like we do, a lot of other people, they got those nice spoke wheels in them. You want to know how to get them clean when you go to the car wash? Put spray 9 on the wheels. Just spray them and let it soak. So it's all soaked right in. And then wash it. And they'll come right out clean. You don't even have to scrub them, just let it soak in there so it softens up all the grease and everything. Then when you take it in and wash it and scrub it with a brush and rinse it, they're good. They turned out beautiful. Well, I'm still walking down Queen Street here, Dartmouth, a residential street. As you can see, I gotta take a look and see how much time I got on this here right now. 14 minutes, that's okay, I keep going. I don't want to go too long on this one because when I go to put it up, it takes less time if I don't make it too long. And so I'm gonna make one short one to give my son a break. He's been working real hard. I had some long videos lately, and he puts them on the computer for me and does that Halifax Walker writing on the front there and all this. If my mic's too loud, he cuts it back and all this kind of stuff. So I want to give him a bit of a break today, and I'll try to do about a half hour maybe. Well, I'm now at Victoria Street, and this is a steep hill that goes all the way up. You can grade up to the highway from here, get on 111. If you continue on up here, and then you go I know when I'm up there where to go, but I'll just say go up Victoria and then take another street and it's a way up. It's one of the routes up to the Highway 111, which I can't describe it very good. I don't do it real often, but when I do it, I can find my way up through there. But to tell you, I better not because I might tell you the wrong thing. Oh, I got a van wanting to drive in here. Okay. Isn't this a beautiful building right here? I love these style of buildings with the wall made out of rocks and cement. At the church, an old church, I think it's still in use, as far as I know. But this is not the main door. Main door is in the front. We'll see what it is. I think I saw a sign. It might be United Church, but I'm not 100% sure.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Hi. What are you doing with the camera?
I'm making videos for YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's people like to, when they're going to move here, they want to see what Halifax looks like.
Yeah?
So that's what I do. I walk around and show the streets and things like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
How
Yeah.
long have you been doing that for?
Couple of years.
Really?
Yep. I do here in Halifax, and I have done some, like up in Amherst and up the valley.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a question for you, if it's all right. I hope I'm not being rude or anything.
No.
Are you allergic to cigarette smoke? I'd like to talk a little bit longer, but I
Well,
have anxiety.
I'm not a smoker. How about I just stand right here?
Awesome. You see, I have anxiety.
Is it all right if I show you on my video?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Good.
No,
Yeah.
how long have you been doing this for?
Couple of years.
Really?
Yep. I used to watch other people's videos, and that's how I got into it.
Really?
I watch other people's, and I said, I think I could do that.
How many subscribers do you have?
I have, the last count was 887, I think.
Really?
Yep.
That is so cool.
When you get to 1,000, then you make money.
Really?
Yeah, you got to have 1,000 though before you make any money.
Not wrong with that. What do you do for a living?
I'm retired.
What did you used to
I was a truck driver.
No way. That is awesome, bud.
Yeah, I worked as a truck driver for about 30 years.
If you don't mind me asking something, if it's all right, I really hope I'm not being rude by asking.
Well, I doubt it.
What happened to your teeth?
These, which ones? The bottom ones?
Yeah.
Same thing that happened to these ones. They had to get pulled out.
Oh, jeez.
So I got the top ones all pulled out. These are dentures,
Oh, okay.
and these
I'm
are,
not sure if you noticed, but you were giving me the middle finger.
and it's gum problems.
What?
Gum problems.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
My stepfather had to get his teeth pulled out. It wasn't very nice, honestly.
I've only got 5 left.
Oh, jeez. My stepfather's got none.
I got 5 left, and I'm not in a hurry to get these out
No?
because I had a lot of trouble with these ones trying to eat with them in.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I take them out to eat, but that's not great either because you got nothing to chew with.
I have a friend who always used to play with his dentures. His name was Miles.
Uh-huh.
No. What was his name? Not Miles. He was a teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mike Beams.
Oh, yeah. I'm not from here, so I don't know that.
Where are you
maybe.
from?
I moved here from Toronto 4 years ago.
Wow, how do you like it?
I love it here.
Yeah?
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Is it a lot different than Toronto? I hear a lot of different things.
I like it up there. Yeah, I was there 15 years right in Toronto. Yeah.
You must have lived everywhere in Canada.
Well, when I was driving, I traveled all over quite a bit.
You what?
When I was driving a truck, I went all over everywhere. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. You ready for Halloween?
No, I don't bother with it. I let the young people do that.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Are you going to give out candy?
No, I don't think we never got any anyway the last 2 or 3 years. We never got any kids.
Ah, jeez.
No. Yeah. So you grew right up here, did you?
What?
Did you grow right up here?
No, I grew up in Muscatava Harbor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I haven't been there, but I heard
It's a
of it.
really nice place,
Yeah.
honestly.
There's
There's a lot of, honestly, the only thing I don't like about it is there's a lot of Christian folk.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of Christian folk. I'm not really religious. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but a few people will push you to religion back out there, and it's not very fun.
Well,
I'm more spiritual than religious.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it depends. It depends on how they approach you, I guess.
Yeah.
I ran into a couple of the Mormon guys the other day. And I'm not a Mormon, but I was nice to them. I talked to them.
Of course.
Yeah. But when they wanted my phone number, I said no.
No.
No, you can't have my phone number.
Mhm.
No.
Oh my God, that was bad. I've met a few Mormon myself,
Mm-hmm.
and they asked for my phone number. I just yelled at them until they left me alone.
Now, if you give me your phone number, they'll be at your door the next day.
Exactly. So, how long were you a truck driver?
30 years, or give or
Yeah.
take, maybe longer, at least 30
Really?
years, yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
It started out fun when I was young,
Yeah.
and as the time went by, it got to be less fun. And,
Ah, jeez.
yeah.
Would you mind me ask you something
Mhm.
if it's all right? If it's all right, I hope you don't mind. Honestly, I'm having a hard time right now.
What is it?
Well, you see, I live in a group home for people with disabilities. The reason I live in a group home is because I was born with no oxygen in my body.
Really?
Yeah. My mother tells me that means when I hit about 30, I'm either supposed to lose a little bit or a lot of my memory.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have a daughter who spent time in group homes because she's schizophrenic,
Oh, jeez.
and she lives in Ontario.
Well,
But she's doing real good now. She hasn't been in one of those places for quite a while.
yeah.
Doing good. She's got a boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to get married.
Well,
so,
the thing is with me, you see, I used to get a comfort allowance of $100 a month, which isn't very much to begin with. I hope you don't mind me saying. You see, that used to buy groceries as well as smokes. You
I know. That don't go far.
No, you see, I'm allergic to fish, mushrooms, most herbs and spices, as well as seeds. You see, the doctor that's appointed to me, they don't see my allergies as allergies because all they make me do is throw up and feel sick.
Yeah.
And basically, since the doctor doesn't see it, the dietitian doesn't see it. And honestly, it's really hard to find food. You see, the reason I smoke is because of my sister. You see, she has HAE, hereditary angioedema, which is constant swelling of the body. That could be any part of the body. It could be the lungs, the heart, the throat, the tongue. Honestly, it's been really, really difficult for her.
Wow. Where does she live? Here too? Or?
She lives in Sackville.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, it originates from Spain, and there are only 7 people in Canada that have it. I thought I was gonna lose her because it was a mutated gene. So we didn't know what it was for about 3 years. So she was really struggling. Honestly, it hasn't been easy on her.
Does she take any kind of pills to help that?
Well, she takes some medication, but it has to be inserted.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, she has to get a needle every day.
Oh, yeah.
And it has to be refrigerated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been having a hard time because ever since the beginning of the lockdowns, I ended up owing $1,200 of my comfort allowance. And I've been trying to pay it off. You see, Last year I was working at Valley Village from January until
Oh, I see. In that extra money they gave.
no.
No.
You see, I was working from January until after Christmas and before New Year's, but because of my anxiety and depression, I could only work 3 hours a week. But I did manage to pay off $600 of what I owe.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I
My
still owe another $600.
my
They
wife
won't-
used to work at Valley Village.
You see, they let me go after Christmas and before New Year's. It wasn't fun, honestly, and it was a. I've just been having a really hard time. I hope you don't mind me asking you anything. I really hope you don't mind.
No, I didn't mind at all. No, that was all right.
I was just wondering if you had a few dollars.
I don't have a penny. Look, wait. I have nothing. Nothing.
jeez.
Nothing. Not even 1 cent do I have.
Jeez.
No, I live here and all that, but I'm retired and I don't make that much, and it don't last long.
Well, if you ever see me again, don't be afraid to say
I won't. Yeah, what's your
hi.
name?
Jacob.
I'm Paul.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Nice to meet you.
And it was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Have
Yeah,
a nice day.
yeah. You take care.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. You never know when you walk down the street who you're gonna see. But I got a little interview from him, and we got a little perspective on people who live in group homes. I know I got a daughter who spent some time there because she was up in Ontario when we were living down here. When we first moved up, she was in a group home. And eventually she got straightened out there pretty good, got on medication, and then she's doing good now. Got a boyfriend, they're talking about getting married, they got a car, a nice apartment. Yeah, they're doing okay. But you gotta want it to make the effort, and it's worked out for her. But I'm selective for who I help on the street. I know he's living in a group home. He doesn't really need money to live. So I don't really feel bad about that because he's not going to starve because he's living in a group home and they feed you 3 meals a day. I know that. So you can't just give money to everybody who asks, or I wouldn't have any money. Don't have really money to spare for that anyway, but once in a while I do help somebody out a little bit, but usually a coffee or something because I am retired and most of my money goes to pay bills anyway. So, but my wife is working and that helps immensely. She's got a good job, so it kind of makes up for me being retired. And but we got it all worked out. I pay a couple of good sized bills, and then she does the rest. Guy's in there having a pee. He won't like that if he knows he's on YouTube. Yeah. I couldn't resist it. I couldn't resist it. Had to do it. I had to do it. Hey, you want to see an old-time garage that looks like it's right out of the 60s?
Are you Halifax Walker on YouTube?
I am.
No way.
Yeah.
Will I be in the video?
Hmm?
I watch all your videos.
Do ya? Yeah. Do you make videos?
No, but I love watching yours.
Oh, thank you.
Are you taking one right now?
Yeah, I am.
Will I be in it?
I can make you in it.
No way.
There you go.
Hello. Yeah.
Take care. Once in a while that happens to me. I'm walking along and somebody will come up and say, "Are you Halifax Walker?" Wow. I guess he's been watching all my videos and he was tickled to death to meet me. I wanted to show you something. There's a service station here. It's an old time service station and I think they're shutting down soon. Maybe they are already, but this was operating. There still might be to some extent. This is the old style service stations back in the 60s. And I was a kid growing up. Now I'm going to turn it over and show you. They had 2 bays. At one time there would have been gas pumps out here. And I heard it's closing. But they were quite busy here. It was a small family business and they did a good job on cars, so I heard, but they're closing down because he's probably getting quite old now and wants to retire from it. And anyways, yeah, that's an old service station that was here for a long time. In Dartmouth, people that lived around here would know about them. And all right, I gotta wait and see where I'll gotta walk this way. Okay. Well, that was pretty cool. The guy walked. This has been a great video. I got a guy from a group home doing an interview. And then I got a guy come up to me and just wanted to talk because he wanted to know if I was Halifax Walker. Yeah. Oh, you never know, right? When you start out, you never know what's going to happen. So. It's been a productive day. I don't think it was recording. I don't know. I don't know, I can't tell. It was supposed to be let's see. I need to get in the shade so I can see the screen. I think it's on now, but I have no way to know if I can't see that little thing on the screen, which I don't see it. Oh, there, wait now. All right, it's going now, but it was off, so I don't know how much I lost. So when you see this video, if there's a piece missing, bear with me. I didn't know it turned off. I looked down and it was off. So you might have missed a little piece, but these things happen and there's no explanation for it. I don't know why they happen, but they do. Right out of the blue, it'll turn off and go back to not recording. And I didn't catch it. I mean, you'd have to stare right at that screen steady if you're going to catch everything every time it turns off. I don't know what's doing it, but it turned off and I didn't catch it. But hopefully I didn't lose that much. I'm hoping. That's my hope. I didn't lose too much. All right, let's go across the street when I can. We'll have to wait for a minute. All right, we'll go across here. Now we're on Prince Albert. We were close before, but we were just one street away from it. All right, we'll go through here. I'm taking a detour. You know, the people I've met doing these videos, I never would have met them if I wasn't doing this. I've met so many people because of the videos. And so far, everybody I've met have been good. I know there are people out there who aren't so nice, but I haven't run into them. Maybe there are not too many of them around. Most of the people I meet are really nice. The trees are shedding their leaves at a fast rate. And all the little goblins will be out tonight. I remember doing that when I was a kid. Yeah, we used to go out trick-or-treating too. All right, I'm going down through here because I want to stop at Tim Hortons for a minute. This is a shortcut, and then I'll probably sign off down here. And I know it's not a super long video, but like I said, I wanted to give my son a break today, so it's not such a long video for him. And because he is working too, and don't want to tie up all his spare time. And get across here. There we go. Now we'll head up into Tim Hortons. I'm going to just stop right here. And all right. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though I did have one little malfunction. I don't know how much I lost, but hopefully not too much. And if you enjoyed this video and the interviews I got on the street today and things, push that like button. That'd be great. And if you're not yet a subscriber, we're making our way up towards that magic 1,000 number. And if you push that subscribe button, if you're not yet a subscriber, that will get me one step closer. And with that, I hope you're having a really nice day. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you all on the next video. Bye for now.